Like insects or bird species, bats are really important in pollinating our eucalypt trees in our forests, and because of that we can maintain other species like koalas. The difference with bats though is that they can fly really long distances, so they can connect pockets of forest that are being fragmented by development. We know that flying foxes can carry Hendra virus, which doesn't affect the bats themselves but spill over or transmit from bats into other animals. So we're interested in understanding the disease in the flying foxes so we can better predict when the high risk periods are for spillover into horses and to people. This research has been done by collecting urine samples from underneath bat roosts, and then those samples are analysed using an assay that can detect multiple different viruses at once. We found that in most cases there are long periods of time where we don't detect any virus, but when we do detect the virus it can occur in very intense and short-lived pulses. But when we look specifically within individual samples collected from within a flying fox roost, we can possibly detect some interactions where some viruses might be increasing the likelihood of the infection of another. For example, we find that if teviot virus is present, we're much more likely to also detect Hendra virus or another virus, Yupun virus. So there seems to be some sort of connection there between teviot virus increasing the likelihood of Hendra virus infection, and we can use that information to better predict when the risk of the spillover of Hendra virus might be, which is of more interest to public health. Because these extreme or intense pulses of viral excretion happen quite rarely, there are no other sort of outward signs that we know at the moment to detect when they're going to happen. This means that it's really important to carry on ongoing surveillance, to be checking all the time whether the viruses are present, and having that full information will help us understand when those high risk periods are. We work closely with the government in communicating our findings and making recommendations on when we think the highest risk is, and then together with them we can work with horse owners and the horse industry to let them know about different types of risks and how they can best mitigate that.